Have you ever heard of the Rosetta Stone? It's not just a big old rock. It's a key that unlocked the secrets of an entire civilization. Imagine a world where the stories of ancient Egypt, their beliefs, their history, were all locked away in a language no one could understand. That was our world for nearly 2,000 years. The hieroglyphs, those beautiful and mysterious symbols carved in the temple walls and tombs, were silent. Scholars, treasure hunters, and emperors were all stumped. Many thought they were just magical symbols or decorations, not a real written language. But then, in 1799, a group of French soldiers in Egypt, working near a town called Rosetta, found something incredible. It was a dark stone slab, about the size of a coffee table, covered in writing. But this wasn't just any writing. It was the same text written in 3 different scripts. At the top, the mysterious hieroglyphs. In the middle, a script called Demotic, which was a later, more common form of Egyptian writing. And at the bottom, ancient Greek. This was the jackpot. Since scholars could still read ancient Greek, they realized they had a direct translation. It was like finding a dictionary for a long-lost language. But it wasn't that simple. The stone was broken. The texts weren't perfect one-on-one translations. And cracking the code will become a fierce intellectual race that spanned over 2 decades. The stone itself contains a decree passed by a council of priests in 196 BC. It's essentially a public relations message praising the then king, Ptolemy V, on the first anniversary of his coronation. It lists all the good things the king had done, like canceling debts and giving gifts to temples. It's not exactly a thrilling epic, but its importance isn't in what it says, but how it says it in 3 languages. 2 main figures stand out in the story of its decipherment. First, an English polymath named Thomas Young. He was a brilliant mind who made significant breakthroughs. He figured out that some of the hieroglyphs, especially those enclosed in an oval shape called a cartouche, spelled out royal names phonetically, like letters in an alphabet. He correctly identified the sounds for the name Ptolemy. He was on the right track, but he couldn't quite crack the whole system. The final breakthrough came from a young Frenchman named Jean-Francois Champollion. He was obsessed with Egypt from a young age and dedicated his entire life to understanding hieroglyphs. Building on Young's work and studying countless other inscriptions, Champollion had a moment of pure genius. He realized hieroglyphs weren't just alphabetic letters, nor were they purely symbolic pictures. They were a complex mix of both. Some signs represented sounds, others represented whole ideas, and some were silent determinatives that helped clarify the meaning of a word. In 1822, Champollion finally cracked the code. He famously burst into his brother's office, shouted, "I've got it!" and then fainted from exhaustion and excitement. He had done it. He had given a voice back to the ancient Egyptians. Thanks to his work, we can now read their stories, their poems, their legal documents, and their letters. We understand their religion, their government, and their daily lives in a way that would have been impossible without this one special stone. Today, the Rosetta Stone sits in the British Museum in London, seen by millions of visitors each year. It's more than just an artifact. It's a symbol of human ingenuity, perseverance, and the power of language to connect us across thousands of years. It's a stone that truly spoke, and in doing so, it brought an entire ancient world back to life. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more journeys into history.